Hello, I am Dr. Sandeep Arya, working in the Institute of Environment and Development Studies, Bundelkhand University, Jhansi. As far as the concern of my subject, I have been working in the various fields, areas of the environment science till 18 years. So, let us move on the topic biodiversity conservation for sustainable environment. As we are talking in our topic that biodiversity conservation for sustainable environment, we have a 4 word. Now, what is the meaning of these words? Biodiversity, biodiversity conservation, as well as sustainable environment. So, if you able to define the first word, that is the environment. So, environment is basically the total of our surroundings. So, in our parliament, there are the 2 articles, that is the article 48A and article 51A. Article 48A states that is the every citizen's duty for the conservation of the environment, and article 50A is for the duty of the government to protect our natural resources. So, all over the things which comes around us that interact with the biotic, with the abiotic, and with the non biological things. So, we are not nothing without any, you can say, living resources, non living resources. So, there is a close relationships between the biotic as well as the non biotic component of the environment. Now, if you move on the environment, earth enables our people to survive. So, it is duty to all the people of the world or the citizens of the India or the every citizens of the any kind of the country, they must be, environment must be respected as well as the maintained. As long as the earth remains healthy, the people remains healthy. Now, come to the part biodiversity. The biodiversity is basically composed of the 2 words, that is the bio. What is the meaning of bio? Bio means life, and what is the diversity? Diversity means variety. So, different variety of the living or a life is known as the biodiversity. Now, if you move on the biodiversity, the term biodiversity was first coined by the scientist Walter G. Rosen in 1985. And what is this? Basically, the biodiversity, you can say it is a variety and various kind of the lives living on the earth. There may be a reptiles also, there may be terrestrial organisms, there may be aerial organisms also. So, different kind of the organisms found in the different habitat on the earth, that is known as the biodiversity. So, it includes the genetic species as well as the ecological variety, and biodiversity we can say also it is a species richness. So, what is the meaning of species richness? Whenever there is a richness of the plants, richness of the animals as well as the microorganisms present in a specific kind of the habitat or a interacting systems. Biodiversity we can say by the International Union of Conservation and Nature as well as the United Nations Environmental Program in 1992, we can say it is totality of the genes, species and ecosystem in a region. Actually, biodiversity, the story of this biodiversity has been started from a first conference which has been organized in the Stockholm Declaration in 1992, Rio de Janeiro. 154 countries, the head of the states of these countries has been, they participated in the conference, and during this conference the definition comes out that the variability of among the living organism from all over the sources, wherever these organisms are the terrestrial, wherever these organisms are the marine or other aquatic ecosystem, within the species, between the species as well as on the ecosystem. So, in 1998 by the International Union of Conservation and Nature, biodiversity is defined as variety as well as the variability of the species of their population, variability of the species of their life forms, and the diversity association between the complex ecosystems. So, Now, the question arises why the biodiversity is very, very significant to our life, why biodiversity is important in the nature, why all the people are just concentrate on the biodiversity, whether you will talk about global climate change, whether you will talk about the greenhouse effect, whether you will talk about the हिंदी में जिसको बोलते हैं हम जलवायु परिवर्तन. So, the ecosystem is a part of the web of the life. Whether you will talk about the plant, animal, insect species, they are just interdependent to each others. We are nothing except anybody organisms. There is a close relationship between the every organisms, every plant and the different species of the organisms. So, the biodiversity is very, very significant as well as the important for the food, shelter, oxygen as well as the soil enrichment. And it is also necessary for preservation of the web of the life that is responsible or essential for the life that sustain all living things. Now, there are very wide plant animals which has very, very significant contribution to the human food supply. There is a scientist Norman Mears, what he estimated that in the 80,000 edible plant species could be utilized by the humans. You know, there is a country, there is a island Indonesia from where all the villagers they used to eat 4,000 native plant as well the animal species for the food, medicine as well the other valuable products. Now, biodiversity can be understood by the 3 levels. Now, what are the 3 levels? There is a species diversity, there is a ecological diversity. Now, what is the species diversity? You know, every organism is different from the other organism. Suppose a human beings, every human being has a different eyes, every human being has a different kind of the different characteristics. So, the variety of the different species of the living forms, whether it is the plant as whether it is the animals in a given area. So, India has around 2 lakh species of the total species of the despise. So, these are the species which has been shown in the picture showing the species diversity. Now, second is the genetic diversity. You know, each human being is different widely from the others. Some have the different eyes. Suppose in a family, a boy, there is some close eyes is resemble with his grandfather, is resemble with his father or any other person in the family. So, what is the meaning of this? This is a genetics. So, genetically this character is similar that has been inherited from the genetically. So, if there is a more genetical diversity in a population, you can say there are the more chances in the variation. So, these are the different peaks which are showing different levels of the biodiversity as on the basis of genetical diversity. Now, levels of the biodiversity on the basis of ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity means whenever there is a aggregation of the various habitats, because in this earth the organisms, different kind of the organisms has been placed on the different habitat. So, there may be a different forest ecosystem is there, grassland ecosystem is there. For example, we can say that Jhansi. Jhansi is a region we called as a semi-arid regions or a Rajasthan area. So, this region is a semi-arid regions. So, India has one of the richest ecosystem in the world, diversity ranging from the deserts, plants, hills, mangrove, rains, forest and cold Himalayas. Now, let us move on the what is the biodiversity profile of the India. It is a very great pleasure to us that India is known for its a rich heritage of the biodiversity, and India comes on the 12 mega diverse country in the world after the Mexico, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Zara, Madagascar, Indonesia, China and Australia. So, world recorded plant and animal species, India stands 2.4% of the world's area, in which India accounts for the 7 to 8% of the reported plants and animals. And India's all ecosystem has been divided into the 10 biogeographical zones on the basis of the alpine forest, grassland, wetlands, coastal as well as marine ecosystem. And India comes 44 global biodiversity hotspots. Now, the question arises what is the meaning of the hotspot? Actually, hotspots are those areas in a specific country or in a specific you can say state or the continent, where the richness of the species is very dense or very more. So, in India there are 10 to 15% identified species are found, which lives in the North America after as well as the Europe. 5150 plant species and 1837 animal species are endemic to be India, and most of the India's biodiversities, there are relatives of the agriculture grows as the domesticated animals, they have been found in very rich quantity in the Indian continent. So, among the existing biota in the present current scenario, 91307 species of the animals, in which 6.5% of the world fauna, 7% of the flora and 5650 microbial species have been documented in the 10 biogeographical zones in the India, as far as we are talking about or concerning about the biodiversity of the India. Now, what is the value of the biodiversity? Why biodiversity is important to the people, to the climate change, saving the nature, protecting the environment? Because without the biodiversity, you cannot be talk that the environment must be certain, environment may be you can say protected. So, one is food. So, we can say food is a biological resource. In history, if you talk about, we have started to learn that how agriculture has been done, and medicine area, if we can say that any kind of the disease, for example, malaria, you cannot be imagined without the medicine of the quinine, or you can say paracetamol, which is used in this medicine. So, cinchona tree, that is, so all the microbial, antiviral or cardioactive and neurophysiological substances has been arrived. These all substances are derived from the plants, and these plants are the part or a fauna part of the biodiversity. Now, domestic animals, there are a lot of domestic animals in the India as well as in the world. They gave the different kind of the hormones as well as the enzymes and the food products, which are very you can say essential or significant, from where fungi and microbes provides the saving drugs, that is antibiotics. So, all the antibiotics has been you can say different kind of the antibiotics. Domestic animals can play a very significant role for productions of the such kind of the antibiotics. And biodiversity also act as the biological resources, because wood, firewood and the several industrial products you cannot be imagined without the biodiversity. Now, the question arises that was the uses of the biodiversity. Now, if we talk about the benefits of the biodiversity, you know, as we are away from the nature, as we are going away from the nature, the people is disconnecting with the nature, and people becomes the unhealthy. A latest examples comes in the corona. I will give the example in the next slide. So, millions of the peoples, they enjoy, for you can say hunting, fishing, campaigning, wildlife watching and other various kind of the outdoor activities which is concerned to the nature. Now, these activities, these keeps healthy to the people, healthy to the human beings by providing inaugurating physical exercise. In the foreign countries, people just enjoy such kind of the doing the activities, but in India the peoples are not aware, but now the scenario is changing. Now, what is first point is that the balance of the nature. Nature is balanced by the biodiversity. I am telling you the example. There are a forest, that is the Amazon forest, which is in the Brazil. So, 9 countries, boundaries of the countries has been touched with this forest, and these forests are called the 40% providing oxygen to all over the world organisms or the human beings. And if these forests have to be any danger, what should be the threat of this organism or the human beings on this earth, you can be estimating. So, now one point is carbon fixation through photosynthesis. If the biodiversity would not be there, if the plants would not be there on this earth or in this nature, the carbon cannot be fixed, cannot be accessed. Now, our Indian government, Prime Minister Modi is doing talk about that we will able to control the carbon in the next coming 2030s. Now, how this be possible? There are technical approaches also, but as well as why our government are forcing or encouraging people to go for the afforestation, because afforestation means planting a tree. This is the scenario, this is a natural process by we can automatically you can say control the carbon fixation, carbon content, and photosynthesis is a natural process which fix the carbon. Now, biodiversity is also responsible for regulation of the climate as well as micro level as well as the macro level. Now, one important point is that it is very essential absorbing and decomposing of the pollutants. You know, if history there in Ashoka Maharaja, the roads and the highways, the plants has been planted across the all the you can say जो रास्ता होता था वो इसीलिए लगाए जाते थे कि जो राहगीर है उनको छाँव मिले और वो आगे की तरफ अपने जो सफ़र जो है आगे की तरफ चल पड़े। लेकिन आने वाले वक्त में उस वक्त ये होता था मोटर गाड़ियाँ या इस वक्त की व्हीकल्स जो है नहीं होते थे, बट द सिनेरियो हैज़ बीन चेंज ड्यू टू कमिंग ऑफ द दीज व्हीकल्स, ऑटो व्हीकल्स, there are a lot of pollution component of the air component which is responsible for the air pollution, depleting responsible for depleting of the ozone layer depletion. Now, the concept of afforestation of the plants by the roadside has been changed. वो वही प्लांट लगाए जाते हैं जो जिस टाइप की गैसेस जो हैं उत्सर्जन हो रहा है, सपोज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड या इफ सल्फर ऑक्साइड्स, तो व्हाट आर द प्लांट इंडिकेट्स, कौन कौन से प्लांट्स हैं, वो प्लांट्स जो हैं उसके ऊपर लगाए जाएंगे ताकि डिफरेंट टाइप के जो कंपोनेंट जो पोल्यूटेंट्स हैं दे कैन बी अब्जॉर्ब बाय दीज प्लांट्स. मोस्ट ऑफ द यू कैन से दैट हैवी मेटल्स आर रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम दिस ऑटो व्हीकल्स, प्रोग्राम लेड है. And there is a scenario, if the heavy metal has been entered in the environment, it cannot be degraded in till then the 10,000 years. So, heavy matter cannot be degraded, it can be deposited on tissues. So, it is better to control that, go for the plantation of a specific plant indicator plants to absorb such kind of the heavy metal, such kind of the pollutant which are releasing from the industries, which are releasing from these auto vehicles and other sources of the air pollutions. Maintaining of the cycling of the nutrients, biodiversity is very responsible. So, there are a lot of to talk on the biodiversity. We will like to be talk what is the impact of the climate change on the biodiversity, what is the effect of the climate change. There is another talk that how biodiversity should be conserved, what are the methods that biodiversity should be conserved, what are the conservation approaches. We can say that international territories, there are a lot of national territories, we can go for the approaches, that is conservation of the migratory species. Now, level of the action for the biodiversity conservation, how we can conserve our biodiversity. There are Ramsar conventions of the wetlands, there are World Heritage conventions. In the parliament, we have made a act, that is 2002 act, Biological Diversity Act, which has been passed by the Parliament of the India, and it is this has been passed by the Parliament of the India for preservation of the biological diversity of the India. Actually, basically this laws has been adopted for the use of the traditional biological resources as well as the knowledge. And one very happy news is also there, that this act enacted to meet the obligation under conventions of the biological diversity in which India is a party. पहले क्या करते थे, बहुत से देश कंट्रीज जो होते थे यूएन के अंदर, वो अपनी प्रतिक्रियाएं देते थे कि आपको बायोडाइवर्सिटी या आपको नेचुरल रिसोर्स को कैसे कंजर्वेशन करना है. चूंकि एज वी आर ऑल्सो ए, हम लोग वी आर डूइंग ए लॉट ऑफ वर्क, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी कंजर्वेशन के लिए, तो यूएन में इंडिया भी एज ए पार्टी के तौर पर भी काम कर रहा है. तो इंडिया इन ए ज्यूरी पोजीशंस पे है, ही कैन गिव द सजेशंस, दिस कंट्री कैन बी एज ए पार्टी. हम लोगों को बहुत से इसमें फ़ायदे हैं कि हम किस तरह से इंटर एक्सचेंज टेक्नोलॉजी कर सकते हैं विद इन द डेवलप कंट्रीज से हमारे कंट्रीज के अंदर, टू कंट्रोल ऑफ द बायोडाइवर्सिटी एज वेल एज अदर द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. Now wildlife conservation in India, I want to tell that currently you have been learned here the examples of horrible incident in May 2020 where a pregnant elephant in Kerala met a painful death. So control this cruelty, a lot of act has been made, not only recently but from the Britishers government it has been implemented. First law for the wildlife conservation made by the British Indian government in 1887 called Wildlife Bird Protection Act, then All India Elephant Preservation Act 1879, then second Wild Birds and Animal Protection Act 1912 which has been amended in 1935 or then again amended in the 1935s. Then Bengal Rhinoceros Preservation Act 1933. Then comes one act, Assam Rhinoceros Preservation Act 1954. Indian Board of Wildlife सबसे पहला बना 1952 में. Currently जो अभी एक्ट जो लागू है that is the Wildlife Flora and Fauna Protection Act 1972. That has been amended, जो संशोधित हुआ 1983 में, 1986 में and now recently in 1991 में. एक और इम्पोर्टेंट इसमें टास्क है कि Indian government has established a national parks and sanctuaries and zoological gardens for the preservation of the biodiversity. India become a party of the sites after the wild flora and fauna जो एक्ट हुआ था 1976 के अंदर. Now these are some processes, some you can say methods how we can conserve the biodiversity. So biodiversity can be conserved in the two way, in situ within the protected area or ex situ outside the protected area or by preparing the artificial ways. So these are the methods. So overall in my conclusion what we can say, we should love to the animal, we should love to the nature because nature has created us. If nature is not there, we are nothing. People are more close to the nature, they are more healthy. As what we are seeing in this coming years or in this coming time, people are going away from the nature. So our moral duty to conserve biodiversity as well as the environment. So love to the wild animals, love to the nature, biodiversity is our life. Without biodiversity, we are nothing. So conservation of the biodiversity leads to the festival of the biodiversity, or biodiversity day has been celebrated 22nd May on the every year. But as far as my concern, I should say that every day should be on the biodiversity day, because you should love to the nature, you should love to the wildlife, and if you are more emotional to the biodiversity, more emotional to the environment, you will be automatically think there are a lot of ideas, there are a lot of automatically comes in your mind that how you can protect, how you can save, or how you can conserve the environment, protect our environment and make our India more beautiful, more protecting and more enhancing. So thank you.